Hello, everyone, and thanks for tuning into WOMMA TV. Now, in honor of National Word of Mouth Marketing Day, which is February 19th, for those that don't have it already marked on their calendars, WOMMA is celebrating the ideas and tactics that get people talking with our first ever coast-to-coast word of mouth marketing conference. WOMMA and 600 marketing professionals will gather in Seattle, Chicago, and Atlanta on February 19th to celebrate word of mouth, the coolest form of marketing there is. In Seattle, we'll be celebrating at the EMP Museum, and joining me is WOMMfest Seattle MC Rod Brooks, CMO of PEMCO Insurance and current WOMMA board member, along with speaker Cece Chapman, author of Content Rules and founder of the Cleon Foundation. Guys, welcome and congratulations on what's shaping up to be a pretty cool event in Seattle.
Thanks very much. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, I'm excited for it.
Yeah. So, Rod, what makes this event so different, and why should all the cool kids attend it?
Well, this is a one-of-a-kind event. As far as I know, there has never been a day, national day, proclaimed to be the Word of Mouth Marketing Day, and it is February 19th. Our mayor here in Seattle has also proclaimed it the same here in the city of Seattle. But this particular event will have the opportunity for people to see 3 keynote speakers of national renown all in the same day, because we're going to be live streaming into Seattle's Experience Music Project and the museum voices of keynotes, Kristen Bush from Atlanta and Hugh McLeod from Chicago, to join with Cece Chapman right here on stage in Seattle. It's going to be an exciting event.
So obviously people are going to not only kind of get some cool information and some industry relevant takeaways, but you guys are going to be delivering this all with the latest technologies and giving people firsthand experience of doing that. So that's kind of a cool breakthrough for WOMMA.
Yeah, we like to think of it as not only is the event content buzzworthy and talkable, but the actual event and the way it's being put together and staged is talkable in its own right. So we're using a little bit of our own belief system in word of mouth in sharing this word and using the technology in a way that, to the best of our knowledge, hasn't been done before in a conference of this type.
Now, Cece, you're one of the big sticks that the WOMMA was putting on the ice, so to speak. You're an author, community builder. What are you going to be talking about at the February 19th event, and what should people come away with?
So I'm excited to be speaking at this event, and what I'm going to talk about is, I see people all the time saying, they don't understand content marketing. They understand that they need to do it, but they don't necessarily know what it is or how to approach it. And I want to boil it down to a lot of the principles that we laid out in the book Content Rules, and talk about how if you want to be successful with word of mouth and content marketing, the fact of the matter is you've got to do it. You can't just talk about it. It's not going to be handed to you. You've got to work really hard and know where you want to go in order to make it happen. And I just have to say, I'm super excited as well when I saw the other speakers, because I didn't know ahead of time. But if you can see behind me, those are 3 gaping void prints hanging on my office wall. So I'm a big fan of Hugh McLeod and his work. So being on the same bill as him is a huge honor for me.
Oh, that's awesome. So, and content marketing is obviously continuing to be on the minds of brands and agencies. There's lots of things that our people are trying new. What are a couple of the myths that you found within your kind of experience, Cece, that people think that they need to get into this? Is it just too risky for some brands, or what is your advice around what people have misinterpreted about content marketing?
I think one of the biggest myths, and I was just having this fight, for lack of a better term, this morning, is that it's not a quick hit. It's not something that you're magically going to do tomorrow and you're going to have instant success. I mean, a well-planned content marketing strategy is long-term. It takes a while to foster and grow. Your community is not going to be there overnight. You can't be constantly, asking them for result. Buy our product, come to our conference. You can't do that with every single piece of content you create, or otherwise nobody's going to come. They're all going to run away. And it's the biggest myth that I hear people. They think they can get instant results, and It's not like putting up a banner ad or a television ad where you get results immediately. Sometimes it takes time. And I think that's the one thing I've seen people fall down on, whether it's a small business or, the biggest brand in the world. They want results overnight. And when content marketing and word of mouth is done right, it's an ongoing process. It's not something you can just turn on and off. You either keep doing it or you don't do it at all.
So, Rod, jumping back to WOMMfest, what are some other kind of events and activities that you guys have planned for the event that's going to happen in Seattle?
Well, we're really excited about the venue. First of all, it's Talkable by itself. The Experience Music Project is quite an icon here in the city, and that's where we're holding the event. And in there is a museum of great size and depth around the musicians of the Northwest and the experiences that took place there. We're going to be able to share that with everyone who registers. They'll be able to take that tour and have that experience. And another group of local icons that have made global appearances and have taken their message to the streets in a WOMM-worthy way are the fishmongers of Pike Place Fish Market. I got to know them quite some time ago. In fact, one of my sons, two of my sons actually worked there for a while and has on their resume the art of throwing fish. And they set out to become world famous. And to this day, I don't know that they've ever really spent any regular advertising dollars. It's just the act of involving the community that comes down there every day in the moment, sharing and engaging and building stories that they can share and have related and reshared around the world. So I think they're going to be on our stage. They're going to be sharing and showing how they throw the fish and how they get people talking about that. And that's just a couple of the items. I have to agree with Cece that we're really about the conversation as opposed to the convincing. And as more and more brands learn how to enter into conversation and give people opportunities to talk about them in the way that they would like to host the conversation, the better off we're going to be. So we're looking forward to a wide variety of attendees. This is a great session for people who are just feeling like they're learning the beginning of what it takes to become a word-of-mouth marketing practitioner. And we also know that there'll be some senior leaders from agencies and brands there who want to just rough out some more off of the edges and become better at what they're doing.
And if people want to sign up and participate, where should they go and where should they sign up, Rod?
The very best place and easiest to find it is to go to WOMMfest, WOMMfest.org or WOMMA.org. And both locations will take you to a registration site with full agendas. And a reminder that while this is going on in Seattle, there'll be sister programs going on in Atlanta and Chicago. So if you have associates in those markets, there's a place to register and attend in those cities as well.
Awesome. Well, Cece, thanks so much for your quick contribution here today. I think everyone's going to be very stoked about, hearing some more about content marketing. So thanks for making the time today.
Thank you for having me.
Rod, same goes to you. And obviously, if anyone would like more information, they can go to WOMMfest, WOMMfest.org or WOMMA.org, which most people know. And if you'd like any other information on the Seattle on the Chicago or the Atlanta event, you can get information there as well. So that's on February 19th. And everyone, I think it should be a cool event. So guys, thanks so much. And I'm Curtis Hollister, and you're watching WOMMA TV.